Hello, everyone. I'm just making sure that we're sorry. I'm a little late. There was a software update that I had to do before I could go live. You would think I would remember to do that earlier. So today is one of my favorite topics. I just wanted to forewarn you on that. I might end up squirreling into other things as we talk about this because it is one of my favorites. Sorry, I'm raising my desk so I can stand. So hi everyone. Welcome to today's special live stream event all about budgeting and forecasting. I am Katie Brosford. I have my MBA with a concentration in accounting, and I have been in the field for over 13 years. I am thrilled to have you joining me today. Whether you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, or just keen to level up your financial game, you're in the right place. So, what's on the agenda for today? Well, we'll be diving deep into the world of budgeting and forecasting, two crucial aspects of financial management that can make or break a business. These topics might sound intimidating, but trust me, by the end of this session, you'll be budgeting and forecasting like a pro. Let's kick things off with budgeting. Now, why is budgeting so darn important? Think of your budget as your financial roadmap for your business. It helps you plan, allocate resources, and make informed decisions. Without a solid budget, you're essentially navigating in the dark. But here's some key points to remember. A one-size-fits-all approach is not going to cut it. Your budget should be tailored to your business needs, goals, and financial situation. A budget in business is not the same as a budget you hear about in the news for your state or federal government. A budget in your business should be a living, breathing document that you are constantly adapting and changing as your business pivots and changes. Effective budgeting helps you manage your cash flow, ensuring you have enough funds to cover your expenses and invest in growth. A well-planned budget provides the data you need to make strategic decisions, whether it's hiring new employees, launching a new product, or scaling your operation. Most people, when they think about budgets, they think that they're a nuisance. But as long as you're using your budget as the correct tool that it can be, you will gain a lot from using a budget. As your business grows and you have more employees and departments and more people supervising everybody else while you supervise them, a budget is a great supervisory tool. I'm totally off script right now, so forgive me. But a budget can help you set goals for your team to be able to accomplish so that they can be held accountable to something measurable. It's not a pie in the sky thing, and you should never create a budget that is unattainable. Your budget should be aggressive, but attainable. So you should be pushing a little bit on your team and on yourself for growth, but not so much that they give up or you give up. The other side of a budget is, how are you going to know if you need to hire this employee if you don't have budgeted what everything is? Especially your fixed costs are so easy to have budgeted and put somewhere, and you don't have to remember it, and it relieves your executive function part of it all because it's right there in your document. The other thing about budgeting that I cannot stress enough to everybody is you do not create it and then leave it and expect it to work in the end. It's not going to. You need to take your budget and you need to review it often, and you need to adjust it often for the changes that happen throughout the year, because there are so many things that change. I mean, You could decide you're no longer going to do a project, but it's still in your budget, but not if you internally adjust it. You don't have to bring it to the board every time you change it if you have a board. But you need to be aware of it in order to effectively manage it. Okay, I'm going back on my script now. So now let's talk about forecasting. Forecasting is like peering into a crystal ball to predict your business's financial future. It involves analyzing past data, current trends, and future projections to anticipate potential challenges and opportunities. Here's what you need to know. Effective forecasting requires robust data analysis. You need to crunch numbers, analyze trends, and identify patterns to make accurate predictions. The future is uncertain, so it's essential to create multiple scenarios, best case, worst case, most likely, to prepare for various outcomes. A good forecast isn't set in stone. You'll need to regularly review and adjust your forecasts as new data becomes available and market conditions change. All right, so let's get practical. Here are some tips and tools to help you streamline your budgeting and forecasting process. Utilize budgeting software like QuickBooks, Xero, or automate the budget creation and tracking process. I mean, you don't even have to invest in, if you're small and you don't want to invest in anything like that, use Excel, use Google Sheets. Consider using forecasting models like linear regression or time series analysis to make accurate predictions. Schedule monthly or quarterly budget reviews to track your progress. Identify variances and make necessary adjustments. Involve your team in the budgeting and forecasting process. Their insights and perspectives can provide valuable input and improve the accuracy. And don't hesitate to seek professional help when needed. Accountants and financial advisors can offer expert advice and ensure your budgeting and forecasting efforts are on track. So, what's all that mean for you? Some people are hearing all of this and they're like, dollar signs. It doesn't have to cost you anything. You don't have to hire somebody to get professional guidance. You don't have to, YouTube is a great tool. You don't have to invest in expensive software to be able to create your budget. It's great if you can afford it. It's going to make your life so much easier. Google Sheets and Excel lead to errors in the equations. So you've got to triple check everything. And let's not have one of the cells start giving you an error like value or anything like that, because then you've got to go back and find where that original cell is messed up. But if that's what you got, use it. You're not going to be that complicated if you're at the stage in your business where you can't invest in software to help you. It's not going to be difficult to create that in a one-sheet Excel thing. Reach out for help if you need it. Again, I'm off topic. I'm sorry. All right. So that wraps up our deep dive into budgeting and forecasting. I hope you found today's masterclass informative and valuable. Remember, budgeting and forecasting are not just financial tasks. They're strategic tools that can drive your business's success. Before we sign off, don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's session and subscribe for more financial tips and insights. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future live streams, feel free to drop them in the comments below or send us a private message. As always, if you know someone who could use this information, please tag them in the comments or share this video with them. Thank you all for tuning in.